Welcome everyone. Stitch It Pam here. How's everyone on a Thursday afternoon here? I'm decided to work on some journal pockets. The pockets are made out, I'm using vintage music sheets that I got at the thrift store. These here I've started, but what I'll do is make a few more before I finish these off here. Kind of start from the beginning. Sorry about the reflection on the glass here. Just going to cut the edge on these a little bit before I get started. One of my favorite things to work with is vintage music sheets or book paper. And actually vintage in general. I prefer to work with vintage vintage everything if I can, but I do have some that are vintage looking that aren't officially vintage. Excuse me. Tickle in my throat. All right, let's see here. These don't have to all be exact. It's okay if they're different sizes. Just gonna cut where I feel like it here. I believe this is paper from the 70s, 1970s. The book came out of a music book from the 70s. You know what? I'm going to get the end of that first. I think my blade's starting to get a little dull. I've used it a lot. I got this cutter at Walmart, in case anybody's wondering. I think that's good. Let's see here. Probably kind of guess where the halfway point is here. So basically, these are some I've started already. And just got to refresh my mind on how this is put together. Let's see here. So what you want to do is bring your corner over and decide where you want that printing. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter on this one. Kind of like that there. And you can use a credit card, old credit card, or piece of, I got this scraper here to help even the edges there. And so the bottom comes up. Just crease that a little bit to and this side goes over. And this, meet these edges here. No, it's not quite over. If the fold isn't quite right, you can always straighten that out too later. It's not a big deal. Okay, and next I'm gonna put this inside here. So what you're going to have is a pocket here, pocket on the side here, and when you put this down into your journal, there'll be a pocket here too on the top, and then a pocket on the side. So we got 1, 2, 3, and 4. I watched another gal make these, and I'm just learning all this stuff, so hang with me. These aren't completed either. I kind of like to get several done so that I can use different stamps and stuff on them. This is kind of creative. Somebody else, probably the teacher, wrote on here 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm sure anybody that's in band remembers all that. Counting the notes. So let's see here. And this will naturally fold there. And I'll move this over so there's not so much reflection. Here. There we go. And the next fold is this way. And that way. Kind of reminds me of when I was in high school. We made these folded little footballs, sort of like that, out of a piece of paper, and you'd scoot them across the table and play this football game back and forth. This was your football. It was shaped like this. I'm sure some of you my age would remember that. Kick it back and forth on the table by flicking it with your finger. Oh, yeah. Showing my age. That was back in the 70s. Way back when. This one here can be folded back together here. I think I kind of remember how to do it. Yeah. This is one I made the other day. It's not complete yet. I used some stencils on there, and I need to make the things that go in the pockets. I don't know how your weather is, anybody out there listening, but we have fall weather now. My favorite time of the year. Kind of sunny today in the 60s. Colors are starting to change here. not quite folded right. Let's see here. It's the bottom fold that's throwing it off here. Not quite over that far. Okay, so we got a couple more made there. And I've got this little eraser here. I'll just remove those pencil marks on there. You could leave them on there too. I mean, definitely add a vintage look. Maybe fold one more here. Okay, and then over here again. Oh, we kind of ended up short on that end, but I think that's going to be all right by the time we fold it up, even though it's, let's see here, kind of off a little bit on that one. I think it's that bottom fold that's throwing it off. Like I said, I'm learning too. All right. All right. Let's just, can't seem to get that one quite right here. I think it's the bottom fold that's throwing me off here. So I just decided to go live, so I understand if we don't have a lot of people in the chat. I know I just gave a half-hour notice, but for anybody in the replay, all right. I think we got it this time. Good enough. Yep. right. So what I did with these is highlighted the edges first. I like to use a lot of Distress ink or Distress Oxide, either one. And I like to do a variation of different colors here. Do a blue one first. This is Stormy Sky, Distressed ink. And you can put as much as you want on, or very little, or just like to play with it. Catch the inside a little bit here. This back is going to be against the journal anyhow. I mean, a person could clip the pocket on, but all right. And try a different color on the next one here. And that's mahogany. Let's see here. This is kind of a burgundy on this one here. Gotta remember what color that is. It must be an oxide. Uh-huh. Anybody who hasn't seen my video, I do have a video where I made this vintage spool with this sponge on the end of it to use for distressing an ink. It's kind of nice for people that, you know, want a better grip on, or somebody that doesn't have one of these to grip it. I don't believe this one has. Some of them I made. This one doesn't. This one's adhered on there, but I have some that have Velcro underneath there where you can remove the pad and use it or refill it. I do have some for sale. If anybody's interested, just let me know. If you go on to my About page on YouTube, it'll give my email address, and you can just email me. I have several of these made up, and they're $6 a piece, and they come with a sponge like this that's removable. They're all decorated a little bit different. Oh boy, sorry about that barking. I have 2 beagles, and you know, anytime they see another dog or somebody walking by, they gotta bark. Okay, Charlie. And he's not a mean dog. He just likes to let everybody know that's his property out there. He thinks he owns the road and everything. And then Chloe, the other one, has to get in on that and bark too. They'll simmer down. That one's got kind of brushed against that. Oh, we can just ink it more. Let's see. I haven't done that with one of them, so we can just distress it a little more. I got a little carried away with the sponge there, but that's okay. I'll just make this one pinker. Yeah. All right. This last one, I think we'll do in the black. Just give it a little different look here. I really enjoy crafting. Kind of relaxes me and frees my mind, and it's actually great therapy, you know, to create and make different things. And let's see here. I guess I did get the inside of that a little bit. And always keep a little baby wipe on the side to get that ink off of my hands. Alcohol works. I have lots of hand sanitizer left over from the big C when everybody was sick and you had to the big P, I should say, the big pandemic, which there we go. I think we use a couple different stamps on these here. going to leave the envelope open. All right, they're right here. I did pull some acrylic stamps that I thought I'd use on these. So we'll start out with the sewing themed ones. Anybody new out there that hasn't seen any of my videos before, I collect vintage sewing items. Vintage sewing and crochet. Vintage buttons. Thimbles. So I really like to incorporate those into my journaling. And I love nature too, so I tend to focus on that too. And I think we'll put it right about there. All right. Could do a blue one like that too if I wanted, which I think I will actually see if I want to put that on one of these. That's a Christmas themed one. Let's go with this one here. Try to have a little bit different thing on each one so there's no two exactly alike. Okay. And I just got a little bit of extra ink on there. I don't want that to go on there. So just place that on there wherever. Anybody in the balcony? Click on there and say hi. Come into the live chat. Let me know you're there. If you're more comfortable watching, that's fine too. No problem. So I'm actually done with that one, so I'm going to put a little bit of gel on there. Sanitizing gel with alcohol to clean it. Try to take care of my stamps. All right. Back on there. And that's got a needle case on it. I don't know. We want that on there or not. Probably is not going to show up too much. So let's put this. This is on the top of a spool, thread spool. So that's what reads on top of a thread spool. And we're going to put that right right there. Yeah. See that one a little better. It says Ace 100 yards, carpet, button thread, carpet and button thread. Let's see. There we go, focus. Pretty cool. And let's see, we'll refresh my chat a little bit here. Refresh. All right, just looking at these stamps to see if there's one I'm going to put on here. This is the Paris one. Let's see. I think we'll put that on here. All right. This one here, I've got a few things tucked in here that I want to use on it. This one's going to be more of a Christmas theme here. I think what I'm going to do is put a little bit of embossing powder on there. See how this works. Hopefully I do this right. And the embossing powder out. It's kind of glittery here. I think we'll go with this. And we need a dish, a little dish for it to go into. I saved the lids on my different containers like yogurt and cheese and whatnot for this. All right. Hopefully I've got my heat gun still turned on here. This goes back in here, but I can't do that with this. I guess I wasn't thinking about that. I can kind of scoop it this way though. That works. Wish I had a little bit of glue. That would be pretty. Maybe just a little bit of this gold. All right, that back in there. My heat gun out. I think that kind of sets it in. I'm not an expert. I've just watched other people do it. So next we're going to put this sticker on, and I always tend to add glue to the stickers because I don't know, they don't always stick like they should. My glue stick. Yeah. There we go. I have a variety of glues, but this one in particular, I found that I really like it. It's that Scott Create. It's a little more expensive, but it, certain things I like to use it on, that's for sure. So I think we'll put that, probably should have put that over there a little bit, but that's all right. We get the idea. Hopefully it'll stick on there. Like I said, I haven't used that embossing before. Probably wasn't a good idea to put it all the way around where I put in the sticker. It might not stick. Oh, let's see here. Yeah, doesn't want to stick. Maybe I'll put it up further where it's not all. Yeah. It's a learning experience. Let's see what I did with my other glue. Liquidy. There we go. Okay. And we got this one. I thought this would look nice tucked in here into this pocket, this tag. Probably a little bit too big. This tag I cut out with my die cutter. This one here. Hi, Made by Pam. How are you today? Thanks for stopping. I'm making envelopes here. Journal pockets. That's good. Yeah, I decided to come online a little while this afternoon and create. Thank you. Yeah, it's a work in progress. These are all kind of started and not finished. I need to make stuff to stuff them with. Let's see. Highlight this one. Oops, that's the embossing one. Working on any sewing projects right now, Pam? I mean, recently? Oh, parent-teachers conferences, yeah. You're a busy mom. I remember going to those. But I don't have as many kids as you do. I have two kids, a boy and a girl, and they're adults now. Let's see here. Just looking at this thread, wondering if I should put a little tie on there. I don't like that color. I'll leave that for later. I probably could use a little piece of floss too on there. Got 4 to go. Yeah, one is a junior high. So have 7 teachers to talk with. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a lot. I know I had more stickers set aside for this one. Probably put them under here somewhere. Maybe that's it. Let's see. thinking about making some inserts for these here. That one looks nice with that. Oh, it could go on the top too. Slide down like that. Let's see how wide that is. That is approximately 3 inches. So we want this to be a little bit less than 3 inches for sure to fit in there. All right, so it's going to go down the back. Oh, I had 2 of them there. That's all right. Well, that cutter is definitely getting dull. I have to get some new blades. Could probably make 2 of them because I could use that on another one. Let's see. Good thing I'm not a carpenter because I'm not real good with this measuring thing. About 2.5 inches. Anybody out there in the balcony, don't be afraid to say hi. If you want to watch, that's okay too. No problem. So what I'm doing right now is cutting some inserts for when this pocket is attached to a journal that I can just tuck this in. And maybe some that way too. Not sure what yet, but I like that orange. See if that's in here. This one here. I think this would go nicely with this one. Just a little bit different look. That one. And let's see what we got. Kind of a mauve color. I think we'll just stick with those for now. Come back to that one. So, let's see. Christmas. Christmas. could actually too, on the back of this, put a piece of journaling paper so that if they want to journal on the back, which I have in here. Smaller piece. That should work. Probably cut across there to get another one out. You can do the same thing with, regular notebook paper, and, if you like the tea-dyed stain. I just bought this pre-made like this. But you can do the same thing with a paintbrush or a stain, a stamper stain. And cut her out here. I keep all these little scraps because I'll use them on something else. I got a little box I put them in. All right. Eventually, I'll learn a more quicker, efficient way to do all these, but for now, I'm still learning. And let's see where we are. I went to a local thrift store yesterday that I've only been in once before. It's newer in the area, and wow, found a lot of vintage books I can use for my journaling. 50 cents a piece. What a better way to recycle all that stuff. Yeah, let's see here. Or you could fill a bag for, I forget what it was, $4 or something like that, maybe cheaper. I think we got her now. So no, maybe we don't. We got to make it a little bit thinner. Probably could have cut these all together, you know, learn as you go. That's all right. I'm not on an assembly line or anything. So probably shouldn't cut all 4 of those at once. Don't be afraid to say hi. Anybody out there watching? All right. This should fit now nicely. Hi, Huawei. How are you today? Let's cut a little more off of these here. Have you been working on art today, Huawei? Should get a piece of paper to do that on. Here's one. You got some crochet like in my mochi. Yes or no what? Look at spells. I'm not quite sure what you're talking about. I might be missing something here. Oops. All right. That's oh, what? Oh, you don't have to go away. Are you crocheting? Don't go. Don't go. Hi, Linda. How are you today, Linda? Hi, family comes first. Hi, Kim. Let's see here. Paper stuck in there. Oh, that's okay. I just decided to go live this afternoon and work a little bit on my thing here. Okay, Kim. Well, that's good to hear. Linda, you doing any crocheting today? I did stop in on Stacy's chat for a little while, but I wasn't there the whole time, so I did a little crocheting this morning on that Afghan I've been working on, and I've got a few things listed in my Etsy and eBay shop. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, that's good. You don't have to make it then. Yay, you. Yeah. I think we'll be having barbecue tonight. I made barbecue the other night, so we have some leftovers. See if this will fit on here. Oh, yeah. So that'll be behind there. Thanks for stopping in, Pam. Have a good rest of your day. That glue really sticks. I don't want that ink to get on this side of the, get a little bit of it off my fingers here. probably got about 3 of those done here. That one I got a little carried away with the trim on it. That's all right. All right, so that one can go on that one. This one can be with this one. Or guess I got another one here I can put back on. I could learn how to put music on the background there. That'll be the next step. Because I just went live on YouTube. I have to figure that out on how to do that on YouTube yet. All right. If I was smart, I'd just put the whole paper across there and cut it in pieces, but I just figured that out now. That's okay. Well, that's good. That Afghan I'm working on is it's that basket weave stitch. Whoops. I really like that stitch. It's pretty, makes it pretty thick. Okay, I'm learning as I go here. I could have put the whole paper on there, but that's all right. Yeah, it's a smaller Afghan I just decided to make it with, and I haven't done a big project like that for a while. I just have it setting aside for when I feel like crocheting. And I made a bunch of kitchen washcloths with that basket weave stitch out of cotton. You probably remember me working on them earlier this summer, and they're really nice. They're really nice and thick. The only qualm I have about them is that they take a while to dry. I take them out of the dryer and they're still a little damp. I have to let them set out in the air because everything else gets dry before they do. But they're nice. They have a nice texture on them for washing with. A person could use them for washcloths too. They're pretty thick. Let's see here. Let that dry a little bit. Oh, and too soon after I glued it. Let's see. There we go. And you could probably just divide that up. It doesn't have to be that same width. Let's see, this is just about 4. So 2 1/4. One can be a little thicker than the other, I guess. A little wider. That's not going to hurt it any. I'll use it on a different one. There we go. what I should have done in the beginning, is glue this to a whole piece of paper and then cut the strips. But like I said, we learn as we go. We learn as we go. Yep. That's right, Linda said. It's got a little bit of a rough edge. Let's see here. So now we have enough to go in these other ones. All right. So I got this little book here at a thrift store a few weeks back, and I didn't pay very much for it. I thought it would work really nice as to use these as inserts. You know, I could take the sheets out of it and use these. I think that'll work well with some of these different, you know, like for instance, this one might look good with that one. Let's see. And even the printing on here would work good, you know. Let's see. Ooh, that one's pretty purple. Let's see here. Too big for that one. Marigold. Well, I'm going to set that one aside for now. That's an idea. It's an idea. This honeycomb one might look good with one of those bees. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know if you were here earlier when I was showing the pockets on these, Linda. It has, I'll use this one that's not done yet, but it has a pocket here. And a pocket here. And a pocket here. And then when you put this on in your journal or on your journal, you probably put tape along here and on this side, and then there'll be this pocket in the back here. The embossing powder still coming off of there. Tried embossing powder on this one. That was an experiment. I don't know if I totally did it right or not, but Daisy. My niece's little girl, her name is Daisy. Daisy Jade. Let's see, which one was I going to put that in here? Just checking that out here. One of these in the back. Probably is going to be too big. Let's see, what did I do with those stickers? I know I have them here somewhere. That, oh, there it is. All right, there they are. I still get stuck on lining everything up. I gotta break my habit of that. That's probably too big for that. Butterfly. Could do a stamp on there too. Just trying to decide what to put up here. Just something little. Trying to decide if I should put some trim on that one. I think I'll just leave it for now and think about it. So that will set aside until I can figure out what I want to do with it. Yeah, better think on that one for a while. Actually, I could put that one in there. I just gotta put a background on it. It's a little bit different style. It's kind of a see-through washi. Let's see what this looks like on here. It's kind of a wavy design. Yeah. Just going to touch the edge a little bit with this black. I'm a distressed ink addict here. I like to ink everything. All right. side pocket. I don't know. Quite what to do with that side pocket there. I think I actually like this one better here. We could put a little notepad on the back too. Why not? Why not? That's probably got a bigger piece in here. Jig it in my scrap drawer here. Actually, this one would work on the back of it. Actually, it looks kind of nice. Let's see. Black ink on my fingertips. Let's see here. This stuff is really sticky too, that glue. It sticks once you get it down. There we go. Oh, I forgot that has a design on the back there. That's good. Actually, ink it with the brown on the back. Cut that off just a little bit. Okay. Could be stuck in either way. Well, no, that's short that way. Well, either way. Could use it on another one too. We'll see. Either way, clean this mess up here. It's getting to be about that time. Kind of get lost in my art here. Yeah. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep that one with that yet. We'll make a decision later. A lot more pockets to work on here. And we'll just leave it in there for now. Yeah, it does give it a vintage look. Oh, I'm cleaning up now because I probably should. I see I did that embossing on there. I don't know. I might end up putting some more up here. Because I don't know, it didn't work out the same way I wanted it to, but we'll figure that out later. No biggie. So I guess that's enough for today. We'll continue to work on them next time. I want to thank everybody that came in to watch. Oh, thanks, Linda. Yeah, it's a camera. It's a specific web camera that I purchased just after Christmas, I think it was. Hi, Sandra. I got to show you this before I sign off, Sandra. See what that is? That's a daisy. Yep. You know who Daisy is. So Thank you everybody for coming in. I appreciate it. If you didn't catch the whole stream, feel free to go back to the beginning. If you like this, click like and sub to my channel. I would appreciate it. And till next time, everybody else have a great rest of your day. I appreciate you all.